A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day all day unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello, everyone. Hello. It is your daily political briefing with me, QuentinRJiles, or if we're friends, then you just have to call me Q, and I'm super excited to be here. I hope you all had a great day. For whatever reason, I've been thinking today is Tuesday, but it is definitely Wednesday. But for whatever reason in my own brain, it feels like a Tuesday. So happy Wednesday, everyone. We have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to discuss, some great news stories for you. I'm super excited about it. Shout out to everyone who's here. But we got to do a little bit of housekeeping first. So let me go ahead and drop the link. We talked a little bit yesterday. You can get your Goalie gummies. They're back to, I believe, I think they're still 30% now. I did email the people and I asked them because, they were doing a flash sale for 40% off yesterday. And when people was trying to go, it like some people got the 40, some people got the 30. I didn't really get back in. I basically got an apology via email from the company. So I'm just going to issue that as well. For those that got the 40, that was great, but I don't know why they didn't, do the 40 the whole night. But some people got the 40 and some people got the 30. So I did drop a link. They are still running a special. It just wasn't the flash special of yesterday to get your apple cider vinegar Goalie gummies. That is also a place, where you can check out the production studio that's coming about. I am so excited because I passed by there. I told y'all I live 2 doors down from where I'm moving, and they in there doing all kind of stuff. So I'm gonna drop that link too if you just want to watch that video and support that GoFundMe and that move. Totally up to you. Hey, Tammy Thurston, I see Tammy's in the chat. What's going on, Tammy Thurston? What's going on? Super excited about tonight. Also, remember, dissent, not disrespect. So if you disagree, we definitely encourage you to say that. We had some disagreement yesterday surrounding Pete Buttigieg and his appointment of transportation secretary. There were some people that did not agree with me. That is totally okay. We welcome those things. But we were able to have a conversation that did not involve, disrespect. So those were good things. Things that we're talking about today, Biden and the inauguration and what it's going to look like. We found out some stuff about it, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the new stimulus deal that is on the horizon that does include direct payments, so we'll get into that because we've been waiting on that. We will also be discussing some Republican infighting. There seems to be some chomping at each other. We'll talk about that and what that looks like, and it's centered around the presidential election that has already happened. But we'll get into that. We will also be talking about Trump. And now you would have thought he would have remembered when he got impeached that he would not do that, but he's trying to go after Hunter Biden again and make it difficult for Joe Biden. So we'll discuss that. And then on the Trump train as well, we'll also talk about something that happened here in my hometown, Houston, Texas, with a former police captain being arrested for holding someone at gunpoint looking for voter fraud. So we have all that to get into. Super excited to tell you the news and see what you all have to say over in the comments. Now, there's a thing we do here if you're watching on YouTube. There's a such thing called super stickers and super comments. That is a way for your comment to be featured on the screen. We'll take some time to discuss it and talk about it. And it's just a great way for you to be featured and for that to be poured into me to continue to do this thing full time. Now, we got all that out the way. Okay, Aaron. I see Aaron E is here. I see Jacqueline Jack is here. Crystal Osborne. Okay, we got some regulars. We know Tammy Thurston up in the house. We know Tammy Thurston's here. If anyone's new, though, we got some regulars here. We are a family here, so please come in, talk, Say whatever it is you got to say down in the comments. We'll be looking out for those. Now, let's get into the inauguration because we know that is the big thing, right? With Biden and Harris being president and VP-elect. Hey, Jen N, how you doing? Oh, Jacob's here, y'all. Our unofficial little brother. Jacob's in the house. Okay, Jacob's here too. Everybody came through. Shannon's here. Shannon is here. Bootleg benefactor in the house. Shannon Collins is here. Okay, everybody's here. Everybody's here. T Simple. Okay, everybody's D with the T. Everybody done pulled up. Okay, what's going on? Okay, so let's talk about the inauguration. Okay, well, hold on. Well, Kristen, go ahead, popped it off. Love you, Q. Join Patreon, everyone. It's fun. Thank you so much. That link I gave you all, you can join the Patreon as well. I didn't say that. Also, make sure you like this video and make sure you turn on your post notifications and subscribe if you are down there on the YouTube watching. Yes, all those things. So the inauguration, typically it's this huge festival like a festival of events. When we swear in the new president and, you have the balls and the dances and the musical artists and the parades and all of that. Well, Biden has basically told us, no man paying, baby, we're not doing those things. COVID is on the rise. And actually, we don't even want y'all to fly to DC to come down here. So Biden's inaugural committee has actually issued out a statement asking people not to fly to DC to watch the inauguration. They are asking people not to come. Why? Because COVID is still a thing. And so they don't want to be encouraging travel, specifically interstate travel. Oh, excuse me. Whoa, where did that come from? Is specifically interstate travel. So they are asking people not to stay, to stay at home, and that they will find different ways to, stream the inauguration. The inauguration also will be very, very limited. So we won't see a lot of pomp and circumstance for this inauguration. Also, Jen N, I see your super comment. I'm going to get to you in just a second, sis. Thank you so much. Also, typically, Congress gets about 200,000 tickets to give out to people so that they can come to the inauguration. Now, Biden and Harris are allowing Congress people to come, but they only get 2 tickets, one for themselves and +1. That's all they get. A +1. That's it for the inauguration because, baby, they saying no COVID over here. So we're trying to be smart and safe about it. Biden and Harris will still be sworn in the traditional venue that we've seen our president sworn in. But they are really, really actively trying to limit the people that are there. They're really taking these COVID precautions safely. As you all know, and we've discussed here, we've had over 300,000 fatalities. A little bit of breaking news that I didn't put on my list. We also got a new report from Clyburn down there in South Carolina, where it shows that it was the policy of the Trump administration to let people get the herd immunity. Herd immunity was let the virus basically run rampant. In these documents that we've now gotten based on the COVID-19, I'm going into a whole different story. We see that, they wanted us to get it, like literally wanted us to get it, knowing that it was a virus that could kill people, and they knowingly wanted us to get it. And so you see Biden and Harris taking a totally different So everybody, please don't go to DC. Please don't go down there. I won't be going down there. I'll be watching it on the TV. Oh, you know what? We might stream it. We might stream it so we can watch together. We'll do that one. We'll do a free event or something like that. We'll let me see about streaming it. Let me find out what time it is and what I got going on that day. We might stream it just like we're doing right now, and we just watch it together. That way we all be in our own house. We all got our own mugs, sipping, lipping, and we can watch the things that's going on. Let me pull up Jen N super comment. Thank you so much, Jen N. Excuse me. FYI, if you buy an event calendar the day after Christmas, it counts down to the inauguration. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't know that. Things we didn't know. Okay, thank you, Jen N. Thank you so much. Okay, we got another super comment from Jordan. Thank you so much, Jordan. Petition being started for for longer shows. Look, now, I told y'all I like to get y'all in now. 45 minutes. That's what I like to do. 45 minutes. Get you in, get you the information, and get you out. we have to talk about that. We got to see now. I don't know. We got to see. But thank you for your comment. Thank you for wanting a longer show and supporting as well. Thank you so much. Some D with the T said, child, I ain't going nowhere. I just be in NY. Correct. A streaming party. Yes, all that. Yeah, we're going to be at the house. Yeah, we definitely going to be at the house. Somebody said cancel whatever you're doing. Just impact my schedule. Just impact. I don't even know what I'm going to be on January 20th. I don't know. I might have plans that day. I got to check the calendar. One of 3 calendars. I have 3. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so definitely please tell your people, don't go down there to the inauguration. Biden is asking people not to come. So that's that. Now, some potential, well, we talked about this, Mitch McConnell has acknowledged, from the doctor, we got a super comment. Despite Biden's request to stay home, President Trump will tease Biden and tell everyone that no one showed up for his inauguration, LOL. And those are things that we won't even cover here because it's childish. We have a president-elect that is trying to be responsible and cares about the health and safety of the people. And so what we will not be doing is giving oxygen to someone who does no longer occupy the seat. In this country, we only have one president at a time, and I will be focused on said president that is elected or that is in position at the time. Now, my eyes will be on Trump when it comes to them cases, to them taxes, to them criminal indictments. Then I get him oxygen. Up until then, nobody cares about this. Specifically, we not listening to him in inaugurations. That man came out and lied to us and talked about it was the biggest inauguration ever in history. Like we didn't have eyes ourselves. No, man, Pam, not interested at all. So we talked about McConnell, excuse me, we talked about Mitch McConnell, the Republican Senate leader, finally acknowledging Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I'm not sure if, I'm really going to give him hand claps and high fives. I mean, the election has been over and he's seen the things and the shenanigans and chicanery that has happened for these past, 5 weeks? 6 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 weeks. And so now he's finally come to acknowledge it. Okay, cool. He also has acknowledged, or excuse me, not acknowledged. He's also come out and said that there seems to be some movement on the bipartisan stimulus COVID relief bill and things we love to see. There seems to be some direct payments that are being discussed and talked about. Now, we're not talking about $1,200 like I was about to say like we've all gotten, but I've learned that some people did not get them. But it's not going to be $1,200. What they're looking at is $600. One would argue that is not sufficient, seeing as how so many people have been out of work. So many people are food insecure right now. But they are also talking about expanded unemployment insurance as well. They're talking about an additional student loan moratorium and eviction moratorium so that people won't be kicked out. Potentially, people won't have to pay interest or student loan payments like we've been doing in this space as well. And so that is what they have been discussing. And so the fact that Mitch McConnell has come out and said that they are moving closer to that lets me know that we are closer, because Mitch McConnell and the Republicans were really the holdout for another deal. Keep in mind, the Democrats passed the CARES 2 Act, months ago, which had all of this stuff at a larger rate. I think it was actually $1,200 payment, but they have been done that, but the Republicans had not been doing anything. So him saying it is significant because it means that side of Congress, who has power in the Senate, is moving closer to a bipartisan agreement. I think we have a super comment here. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Thank you, sis. I got questions. Hey, Q, showing love, but can't stay because I'm so tired from work. Another tough day. And the 9 inches of snow I had to fight to get home. LOL. Everybody, please wear your mask. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you must be up in the northeast where all that snow is happening. Yes, definitely be safe. Thank you so much for the super comment. And definitely get you some rest. I got questions, I believe is a nurse. If you're still here, don't let me put that job title on you. I know you're in the healthcare field, but it's escaping me. I think you are a nurse. I think you told us the other week that you are a nurse. So definitely, please, everybody, wear your mask. Side note, did you get the vaccine? I'm interested in people who are healthcare professionals who have gotten the vaccine. So let me know if you've gotten that one. But thank you so much. Oh, travel nurse. Okay, cool. Travel nurse. I got questions as a travel nurse. I was a travel social worker. So we see each other. Same idea, different job. So yeah, get you some rest. Get you some rest, sis. Get you some rest. Yeah, we feel you. Thank you so much. We got another super comment with D with the T. D with the T. Okay, sis says, is it just me or don't nobody watch the news no more? We just wait to come on down to the use. Now these are things we love to see. Hold on, can I record this? I'm gonna record this and make a video and put this on my other platforms. Okay, so these are things we love to see. We love to see comments like this when we down here on the YouTube. Sis say, mind you, we on the YouTube, we on YouTube Live. Everybody say hey to the YouTube Live. D with the T say, is it just me or don't nobody watch the news no more? We just wait to come down to the YouTube to get the updates. That's what we love to see. Everybody, okay, the people saying she's right. You ain't lying, D with the T, baby. We have fun down here on the YouTube. Now, let me get off of this because I'm about to, oh, baby, the selfie ring light is right there because I got to get back to reporting the news to the people because they came down here to the YouTube. Okay, the YouTube is live, baby. We have a good time. Okay, bye, people. Did that save? That saved. That was good, D. That was good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, come on down here to the YouTube. Down to the YouTube, baby. Down to the YouTube. Jacqueline and Jackie says, I got my own notification. I got my news on notification. Thank you. We need a shirt. We need that on a shirt. Okay, let me work on it. Let me work on it. I still got to get the Tammy Thurston mug out. And then we'll get to the shirt. So stimulus deal. Definitely in the works, definitely moving forward. And so we'll just see, right now it's still talks, but it's promising. So keep in mind, again, they're talking about $600 payments, not $1,200 payments. They also are still talking about expanded unemployment, student loans, eviction moratoriums, all of those things. So those are things that we do love to see. They need to cancel student loans and period. But we'll save that fight for another day. Again, let me get me a goalie gummy. Because I had not gotten me one. I'm going to have to tell them to send me another bottle. Y'all, I'm on my last bottle. They just sent me a new package and I'm already on my last bottle. But they so good. I don't know what to do. Anybody that got theirs, because I know some of y'all in here order Jiles. How y'all like them goalie gummies? What they taste like? Put it in the comments. Okay. Yeah, let me know what they taste like. Oh. Let's see. Something Jasmine Bryan said exactly. Down here on the YouTube has replaced 247 and sometimes any breaking news. I just come here. Come on down here to the YouTube. So okay, they said it tastes like fruit. Yeah, they're delicious. They taste amazing. Yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good. I'm on my, y'all know I had to wait on another shipment. I'm on my last bottle. Oh, okay. Jacob, yours on the way. Jacob, did you get your tracking info? Because I know you said you were waiting on your tracking info and they didn't, you didn't get that email. Did you get your tracking info, Jacob? Sorry, if you're new here, baby, we get to know each other in the comments with the talking. So just join the family, get up in them comments and start talking. Into excuse me, let's transition into the next story, which is some Republican infighting. Okay, I see people saying they ordered theirs, they got theirs. That's what's up. Okay, Jacob, you got yours. Good. Everybody, so because I wasn't able to call you out yesterday, this is Jacob, everybody. If you're just tuning in, Jacob is the show's unofficial little brother. Okay, show's unofficial little brother. I went through, Jacob, you wasn't here yesterday, but I went through the list. We didn't add some people to the show. And I couldn't pull you up. So everybody know that's Jacob. That's our unofficial little brother. We are rooting for him. He is, Jacob, is this the last semester? Is this the last semester of college or one more? He's on his way to get his degree. Our guy is from Kenya, definitely here doing his thing in California. So we are sending him love, support, and prayers. The people say, Crystal Osborne say, Jacob, you better be studying. We did it a little later. So Jacob shouldn't be in class right now. He shouldn't be in class, but if he is, you need to get off here and go study, okay? Because we're not gonna fail, okay? Because we'll be at you. We will be at your front door, okay? One more semester. All right, Dana Evans, thank you so much for the super comment. Excuse me, please don't ever stop blending in that Texas slang. Your style is so engaging and so informative, my political BFF. Thank you so much. I will do that. Now, when I goes down there to the TV, I gotta, I turn it, I turn it off a little bit. Actually, and let me spend some time with that. Thank you so much, Dana. I'm gonna say Dana because I'm gonna mispronounce your last name. Thank you so much, Dana. Somebody has asked or has talked about that. And they were like, you're so different when you're on TV versus, online or whatever. And I'm like, well, it's two different spaces, right? I kind of look at it like, you're the same person, but you're definitely different with your friends versus your grandmother. So that's kind of how I look at it. Here I get to just, we cool, we chilling, we riffing. But with a television, we're talking about broadcast news. We're talking about national platforms, depending on what specific show I've gone on. So everybody can't take you all at once. So you got to put on that work voice. So when I goes down there to the TV, I put on the work voice. But they still catch some of that Texas in there every once and again. Forever China, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. So online we getting Q, you getting online I'm Q. When I go down there to the TV, I'm Quentin. Okay. So right there, that's how you know. Can we stream Jacob's graduation and have a watch party? I don't know. That's up to Jacob. Jacob, do you want us to come through? You want us to come through virtually? We can come through. Just let us know. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Let's not put he might want to do his own thing. But Jacob, let me know. Jacob is also a supporter on the Patreon. So Jacob, just send me a message on Patreon if you want us to potentially set up something like that, and we can do it. The people say they want to support. They want to cheer you on from their living room, just like we're gonna be cheering Biden on from our living room on the inauguration. Hello, somebody. Okay, so let me get into the next story. So the next story is about some Republican infighting. So like we talked about. Hold on, now Shannon. Okay, Shannon Collins. Okay, Shannon. Thank you so much for the super comment. We friends. We call you Q. Absolutely. Y'all know we friends. Y'all know we is friends. We is here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shannon Collins. Seriously. Thank you, sis. Man, thank you. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. Emotional walls. I'm not doing that. Shannon, the benefactor, has spoken. Y'all are freaking hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, Jacob says thank you for the love. Jacob, just send me a message on Patreon if you want us to set something up like that, and we can try to figure it out. And he has one more semester, so we'll have some time to work it out. Okay, so the Republican infighting. So we talked about. Mitch McConnell acknowledging that Joe Biden is the winner. Oh, excuse me again. Mitch McConnell that has acknowledged Joe Biden is the winner. Now, someone asked me, what is this January 6th thing that people are talking about? So January 6th is when Congress is actually going to get, I think January 6th is the Georgia elections too, the Senate runoff elections, now that I think about it. But January 6th is when Congress will receive the votes from the Electoral College. Jacqueline, I'm finna hold on. Let me pull you up, sis. Let me go ahead. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. You got the bill collector voice versus that mom's on the phone with Miss Mabel voice. Correct. Y'all know what it is. Correct. So when we here, we chilling. We got that Texas twang. I'm chilling with the friends, the homies. But when we go down there to the TV, you got to put it on. So, I puts it on. We potentially trying to get us a TV segment spot. So, I puts it on. If y'all hadn't seen, also go to my Instagram, NBCLX, which is one of the news stations that I've been doing some work with, some collaborations with. They put me in their commercial, which was like crazy. They are now on NBC's platform, Peacock. And so they put me in their commercial from one of the segments that I did with them. So that was very exciting to see. I didn't know that they were doing that. So I was like, wow, okay. Thanks. Jordan said, this is why we need longer than 45. We be joking. We do be joking. We do be joking. We do be joking. We have a good time, but you know, we'll listen. You don't know. I don't want to keep everybody from all this stuff. So yeah. What was I saying? Y'all threw me off. Oh, okay, yeah. So when Congress receives the Electoral College votes, there is a potential for a House person and a congressman or woman, which is in the House, or a senator to object, right? And then there can be floor debate and stuff like that. Here's the thing. This wouldn't be the first time this has happened. There has been some objections in floor debate before, but it's never been a real thing, or it's never been a huge story because everybody already knew what it was, and you didn't have an incumbent president saying that voter fraud. It's a story now because the context of what could happen is different. Now, where the infighting of the Republican Party comes from is since Mitch McConnell has come out and acknowledged Joe Biden, he has warned senators and House Republicans to not do this, to not try to potentially throw out the Electoral College votes, because then they will all have to take a vote, right? And then senators, this is from a Republican standpoint, Republican senators are going to have to vote it down, right? Well, I guess they don't have to, but it's going to tear their party apart because people are going to have to vote. And so ultimately it's gonna pass the House. Like, let's say we get into this scenario where they have to do this. The Democrats have the majority in the House because we still have the same Congress. They have the majority next year when Biden gets sworn in as well, but they've lost the margin of the majority, but they are still in the majority. So no issues, which still both chambers would have to agree to really just overturn this whole election. So it's still going to move forward. But on the Republican side, on the Senate side, then senators would have to make a declaration in the sand, right? Are they all the way with Trump and these lies, or are they with the will of the people? And so he's warning them not to do that so that they don't have to take that vote, which is causing dissension between some Senate Republicans and some House Republicans, because that's how that goes. And so I thought it was just very interesting. I just thought it was very interesting how the fight is building out. And of course, you got your Jim Jordans in the House, who completely ridiculous. Just spouts off ridiculous things, who is advocating for this chaos to run amok. But you got Mitch McConnell, the Senate Republican leader, saying, no man Pam, baby, don't do these things. Don't do none of these things. So he's making a calculation. We'll see how it goes. Oh, before I go into the next story, we have a quick commercial, guys. We have a quick commercial. And if you or your friends or family have a brand or a product and you'd like to advertise it, below on your screen, you see it scrolling, you can advertise here as well. So let's watch this quick commercial. It's about a minute, and then I'll be back. Hey, family, come on in here. Let me talk to you about a new book from Sharika M. Leonard. And I am just all here for it. It's called Boss Rules. And in this book, Sis gives us daily tips that we all can apply if we're trying to be a boss. Now, one of my favorite days in the book is actually boss rule number 12. And it was a line in it that says, open-mindedness does not mean you take in and process all the information. Only pull out the piece or pieces that fit your agenda. Now, what I took from that is, baby, everybody not going to see it how you see it. You're going to have to do your thing the way you do your thing. But that does not mean other people can't teach you something. So, Sharika M. Leonard, we thank you for the boss rules. We thank you for this book. Baby, go out and grab your copy today. Oh, it ended that quick. Wait. Sorry, I'm sitting there looking at it, smiling, reading the comments. Okay, so definitely you want to grab your copy. I'm going to be posting that actual video on my Instagram and TikTok and adding Sharika, so that if you want to support her and buy her book, you can totally do that. Amber, I see Amber Tolliver. Shout out to you. First time commenting. Welcome. Y'all so nice. Everybody's welcoming Amber. Yeah, shout out to you. Sis says, I usually watch down here on the YouTube, but don't comment often. Love this show. Thank you so much. Welcome, and thank you all for welcoming her. I see you, Jackie. McConnell is looking at the long term. If the Democratic Party gets the Senate, they will have the power to do the same thing. I don't know what Mitch McConnell is doing because he makes these calculations that I just cannot understand what's happening. But one could argue that it works to his advantage because he hasn't suffered a price. Like I've said this before, the Republican Party did not suffer a price for the leadership of Trump. They rebuked Trump clearly, even though, yes, he got 40 plus million votes, but he didn't win. And you see him losing states that he won previously, right? But you see these Republican senators still in place. Lindsey Graham's still there. So, it's like they didn't really pay a price for following him. So I can't really put my pen or my finger on how Mitch McConnell calculates because, it's clear his voters in Kentucky say don't really care. And it's crazy because Kentucky is one of the poorest states in the union, like poor. And they are one of the groups of people that need stimulus, that need another check, but yet and still they reelected him. So, I don't know. I don't know. I had a one-on-one Zoom meeting earlier. Let me drop that link as well. When you become one of my Patreon people for the exclusive content, you can set up one-on-one Zooms. And I had a one-on-one Zoom earlier today. Side note, it was with a cardiologist. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, so I'll keep his name to myself. But we were talking about that, and I made a comment. Excuse me. I made a comment that, Republicans have done a really great job at convincing folks to vote against their self-interest, and that somehow Black and brown people you got to keep voting for them because Black and brown people are somehow going to either tear up their streets or make them give up their wealth, which in Kentucky, a lot of them don't have, or somehow want, retribution for the past when it's like, no, we're just literally asking not to be gunned down in the streets by police, not to be racially profiled. We're asking for you to get your foot off our neck for a fair shot. Like nobody's really asking you all these extravagant things that it seems as though the Republican Party is convincing their voters people are asking, and therefore they keep voting against their own self-interest. Especially with Kentucky, it's impoverished. Why is your senator who has the power in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, holding up COVID relief? Y'all poor out there. And I don't say y'all poor as a way of talking about you. Kentucky is one of the poorest states in the union. I'm getting riled up. Literally, the state is poor. And your city for you in a once in a generation pandemic. Let me get to this super comment. Deshauna, thank you so much. My mom loves you and she makes candles and would like for you to advertise them. Okay, well, go ahead and email me. Thank you so much for the super comment. Let me put the email up one more time. Yeah, email me and we'll talk we'll talk via email and discuss all those things. We'll discuss all of that. Right, Jacob, it's the hypocrisy. It's crazy. It's mad crazy. Sandra Scott, thank you so much, sis, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. How about we asking y'all to just leave us alone? Let us live our Black lives. Exactly. You would have I don't know what they think we want. I just leave us alone. Stop trying to disenfranchise the vote. Stop perpetuating white supremacy. Stop protecting police or bad police. Let me put a qualifier on it. Bad police when they are killing people. Stop. That's you. Can you just value my humanity as much as you claim you value humanity in the womb? That's it. That's it. That's it. And I don't want to get into a whole pro-life versus choice debate because y'all know where I stand on that. We've walked through that before. Again, probably another opinion that you wouldn't expect from me. But if that's where you stand, then could you just be consistent with that? Could you be consistent with it? That's all I'm asking. Or we're asking. Crystal Osborne, they just found millions of relief in Florida too. Unpack that for me. What does that mean? DeSantis is keeping the money in the bank. What you talking about? I had not think you see federal charges in the future. You're going to have to unpack what you mean by that. It was over the news here in Orlando. They found over 5 million unused. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to find out what's going on. I know I hadn't seen that. So there we are with that. Let me move on to the next story because we do have 2 more stories to get to. Okay, it was in Florida. I didn't know. I hadn't seen that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, so let's move. It's the guilt for me. But like, is anybody really, let me stick on this for a little bit. Is anybody really asking them to feel guilty? Like, I'm not asking white people to feel guilty. I'm asking white people to acknowledge and recognize the history and where we are, because the history led to where we are today. So I understand that when you're in a privileged position and you're asked to make things equitable and give everyone a fair share, it can feel like an attack because you're losing something. I get that. I think that is a real thing. But you have to recognize you come from a privileged position, which means you've had more when you shouldn't have had more. We should have been on equal footing. Now, are there certain people in certain groups that will naturally be impoverished or naturally not want to whatever do well, and everybody's sense of well is subjective? Yes, that will naturally happen. But when there has been systematic targeting to make sure that it happens to a people group, there's the problem. Exactly, Q. Your post on reparations said it all. Yeah, if you're on the YouTube, definitely watch that video. I did a video on reparations, and we really walked through that thing. Like, it needs to be a thing for Black folks. And I give you reasons. I'm not just saying, no, I walk you through history where Black folks were going to be given land after slavery, and the white people in power took it back after it was promised to them. And then how white slave owners were actually paid reparations because they lost property in slaves, and how America has paid Japanese descendants reparations and issued a formal apology in writing via Congress to say that the Japanese internment camps were wrong after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. So this country has paid out reparations before. This country has acknowledged its wrongs and its evils before. Do it for Black folks too. So definitely check out that video. It's on my YouTube. It's in the playlist of Civic Sessions. It's called Civic Sessions, and I have a whole playlist. So you can see that there. Oh, thank you so much, Jacqueline. She said that right there. I learned a lot. Yeah, we walked through the whole thing. I make the whole case, for why Black folks need reparations, and immediately. And I was thinking to myself the other day, student loan cancellation and reparations ain't the same thing. We need student loan cancellation, and Black folks need reparations. Okay, so student loan cancellation for everybody. That's everybody. Black folks reparations, that's over here. So let me before anybody tries to blend the two. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. So thank you so much for indulging me in my tyrants right there. So let's move on to the next news story. So we found out that Trump reportedly is asking for a special prosecutor to look into Hunter Biden. Now, here's the thing. Hunter Biden is already being investigated. That we already found out. But what reportedly is being said is that Trump is looking for a special prosecutor so that the Biden administration coming in, or Biden himself, is saddled. Trump was with the Russia investigation and Comey and all that other stuff. So that seems to be where he's going with it. Definitely a childish tactic, like, oh, they did it to me, so let me do it to you. That's not very adult-like, not very Christian-like as well. Those are things we're not called to do, but we'll put that there. So we see that. Here's the thing. Let's unpack it, right? Hunter Biden is currently being investigated, so there's actually no need for a special prosecutor because the DOJ has come out and said that they are investigating him. We got a little bit more information and found out that this investigation has been happening for like more than a year. So they've been looking into him, seeing what's going on. But I guess Trump is upset that this news didn't come out, again, like I said before the election, so that he could kind of use it like the Comey Hillary Clinton email investigation thing for the 2016 2016. We'll get a special prosecutor appointed. As we know, Bill Barr has resigned. And I think next week is his last week on the job. And so the deputy will step up. And so people are wondering, will the deputy oblige Trump in these last, 35 days or so that he will be in office? Even if they do appoint a special prosecutor, once Biden gets in and his pick for attorney general is nominated and confirmed, then that special prosecutor will work for that attorney general. And so that person will be tasked with finding out if this is actually credible. If it's not, or if it's not needed, it's most likely just going to get like whisked away. Like it's done. Like shut this down because it's already being investigated over here. So this looks like more political theater. One would think that Trump has learned from trying to intentionally muck up stuff around Biden's son. That's how he got impeached with the Ukraine saga, intentionally trying to manufacture son. But I guess, old lessons die hard. I don't know. I don't know. So I just don't know. It's a bit of a mess for me. It's a bit of not learning the past, lessons of the past for me. Baby, I need to do something with this hair. It's looking crunchy. Okay, I'm gonna have to moisturize this thing later. What Margaret say? Let me look in these comments. What Margaret say? What Margaret say, Jacqueline? Let me see. Margaret. What Margaret? I don't see Margaret. Okay, I missed the comment. I want to say, do we expect anything else from Trump? Well, I guess I just expect people to learn. Did you eat, honey? I did. I ate a little earlier. I did eat. However, this, going up on weight in the workout, still burns an excess amount of. My body has to get reused to these workouts all the time because we're going up on weight and, all this other stuff. So yeah, I did, but bear with me. One day you'll find out. You all will see what's going on over here. So that's that. And so we're coming up on our final story and we're at 43 minutes. So I know some people have been wanting a longer show. I guess you'll get a bit of a longer show today because we have our last story. Definitely is an opportunity for you to get your super comments and super chats in right now because, once we do that, then we'll be moving on and transitioning on up out of here. Now, along with Trump and shenanigans, this is a local story that has happened. Okay, well, hold on. Let me get Melanie real quick. Melanie, thank you so much. Q, I know you don't want to give Trump more airtime, but what is your take on the emails from Trump ally Michael Caputo? So, no, we're still talking about him. When I said I wasn't giving him any more airtime, that was like when we get to January 20th. The Michael Caputo emails, you mean regarding the herd immunity thing? Is that what you're talking about? We kind of discussed that a little earlier. I mean, it's clear. To me, it seems potentially criminal that the administration tasked with keeping people safe knew the virus was deadly. We already have Trump on tape with Bob Woodward, and then you all created a policy that would. Or we're trying to push a policy that would be herd immunity, meaning millions would die. Something about that feels criminal. So that's my thoughts. I don't know if it is, but I'll lay that there for the public discourse. But something about that feels very criminal. Yeah, something about that does. So those are my thoughts on that. So on to local story. Yeah, police captain that was arrested. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, LaDonna. LaDonna, you must be down here in Houston. Somebody said finally got my goalies. Hey, get your goalie gummies. Yeah, so local story that happened down here. Local story with national implications. So down here in Houston, Texas, man, H-time, man. There was a former police captain that was arrested because he ran a car off the road. He was just arrested yesterday. He ran a car off the road and held the driver at gunpoint. Excuse me one second, y'all. And held the driver at gunpoint because he thought the man was a part of some voter fraud scheme. So here's the story. Apparently some owner funded these people, one might say mercenaries, to go out and try to find voter fraud. This was pre-election, but I guess they've still been working. But to go out and try to find voter fraud in Harris County. Harris County is the county of that Houston, Texas resides in. And so what we find out is not only did the former police captain hold this man at gunpoint, some other men pulled up on him and like rummaged through his truck. The man ended up being like an air conditioner salesman. Like they thought that the truck was full of ballots. It ended up being like air conditioners. The man worked an appliance, and then they stole the man's truck after they didn't hijacked him, after they didn't put the gun to his head thinking he was doing voter fraud, stole the man's truck, and the police done find the truck a few days later. Now the police captain that is now in jail said that they watched this man for about 4 days before they moved on him. So they were surveilling this man. Like they're just in the city. Like I'm in this city. They're just in the city watching folks, and they pulled up on him and put a gun to his head thinking that he was a part of some voter fraud scheme. And so the national implication is you got the guy at the top right now sowing this kind of discourse, and you're seeing these kind of reactions. That situation could have gone so bad, so quick. So the captain is in jail right now. He's not saying, per the last time I saw, he's not saying who the other two people were that pulled up and stole the truck with him, you know, whoever was with him. But he did let the cops know that he was hired. Oh, here's the gag. He was hired by this Republican donor. Why was they paying this man $266 to go find voter fraud? 200. I had to double back. I was like, wait, what? Did you mean 26,000? Did you mean 2,600? $266,000 to go find voter fraud. Baby, y'all could pay me 266, baby, because I promise. Nah. What I'm not gonna do is pull people over with no gun. But baby, I no, it's secure. But give me my check. They paid this man $266,000. LaDonna said they hired 20 people. Craziness. So the police captain is behind bars where he should be. Absolutely insane. And so that's why, going back to the first or the second story with Mitch McConnell acknowledging and, you know, this bipartisan deal, I don't know if I'm really giving Mitch McConnell claps for acknowledging, you know, what we all knew 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, he sat back and has said nothing to the discourse that has been sown, and you get things like this. So that's another thing that's happening. I'm not going to give them too much more of my energy and my time. Anybody watching from Georgia, if you're streaming from Georgia down here on the YouTube, definitely make sure you get out there and vote. Georgia early voting is happening right now. John Ossoff, Raphael Warnock, baby, we got to get Purdue and Loeffler up out of there. And I mean immediately. So make sure all my people down there in Georgia are voting. Let me look at some comments real quick before we hop out of here. I'm gonna hop out. Let me see some comments. Let's see. D with the T say, Harper, who these people? I don't know. Trump has emboldened these people to the point where they feel entitled to commit crimes. Absolutely. Okay, Robin Haynes, I'm going to pull you up. This is not a super comment, but you voting, so we're going to pull you up. Robin Haynes says she's voting tomorrow. Okay, Jessica, I already voted. Thank you. Those are things we love to see. They just said that the turnout is low. Okay, the doctor said that. Now, Jessica and Robin, are y'all hearing that on the ground? Is the turnout low? Early voting tomorrow morning in Georgia. Okay. That's what we like to see. Make sure y'all get out and vote. We need them 2 Senate seats because we don't want to give Joe Biden no room to say he wasn't able to do nothing. So we need them Senate seats. We needs that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm in Albany, Georgia. Oh, the doctor. Okay, the doctor says I'm in Albany, Georgia. They're saying low turnout. Now, the doctor, have you voted? Oh, shout out to you, Janae. Thank you so much for the super comment. Love that, sis. Thank you. Hold on, let me look at this Abby again. Okay, I like your little orange and grain. Okay. Not the numbers they were Not here in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, well, tell the people to vote. Tell the people to vote. Yes, Tammy, we have been voting here in Georgia. I voted Tuesday. We got this. That's from CM20SW. Okay, love to see it. So happy to finally catch you live. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do this every day. I think we're going to start doing it at 8:30. So we'll be down here on the YouTube about 8:30 p.m. CST. 8:30 p.m. CST. Lacinia, thank you so much for the super sticker, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Georgia said just the opposite. Reported that the vote was very close. I'm in Atlanta. Okay, so we have some mixed messages. I need to know what's happening in Georgia. There's not that many polling places open like the presidential election, the melanated educator said. The early vote is great here in Savannah. Okay, Angela Jenkins says. Okay, well, yeah, make sure y'all keep spreading that. Make sure y'all keep letting the people know. Please get out and vote. Please get out and vote. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Because that'll make things a lot easier for Biden to legislate. Let's see. I watch, but I have never commented. I live in Midland, Texas. Shout out to you, Forever China. Thank you so much. Love from Midland. We love to see it. It's a Texas thing, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, people. Well, this has been great. Let me drop the link for you all one more time. I invite you seriously when I end this to browse the link that I just put in there. Definitely go and watch the production expansion video and join the Patreon. Those are some ways that you can continue to support as well. The Patreon is a good time, good fun time. We love those things over there. And this has been fun. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. What do I have on my list? Okay. Tomorrow, I'll be sitting down to make the Marxist video and fascism video. So for people who are not familiar, a better understanding of what Marxism is and what is fascism. I might even throw in Antifa in there because Antifa stands for anti-fascist. So we might throw that. But the whole purpose of this particular video is to explain what a Marxist is and what Marxism is, since it's being thrown around. So I have it on my list to record that video tomorrow. So I'll probably produce it or publish it this weekend. One of the interns also has submitted their first segment that they want to produce. So I'm super excited about reading that. When I hop off of here, I'm going to go read that that email that they sent me, and we'll be producing that. So some of their work is coming about as well. So that's very, very exciting. So yeah, all good stuff. Thank you all. On your way out, make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube and share this video with your friends and family. We really want to grow the YouTube out. Definitely want to grow the YouTube out way for you all to assist in that as well, to share with your friends and family so that they too can subscribe. Until tomorrow, people, y'all have a blessed night. A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.